open our session tonight with Kitab and Dua recitation. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma iftah 'alaina hikmataka wa anshur 'alaina min khaza'ini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربنا اشرح لنا صدورنا ويسر لنا أمورنا واحلل عقدة من ألسنتنا يفقهوا أقوالنا ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار صلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. Inshallah, we will be listening to our former lecturer from the Department of Usuluddin, Dr. Cik Amnah binti Bahari. So I hope everyone can be attentive and respectful during this briefing session. And please check to ensure that you have muted your microphone to avoid unwanted interruptions or distractions. At the end of the session, there will be a Q&A slot, so you may ask your questions then or type it in the chat box. With that, I would like to invite Dr. Amnah to continue with the session. Welcome.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Thank you so much, Muhammad Ammar, for your brief information. Welcome to everybody. We have so far, how many altogether? People over here? 40, including me, myself. Right? Whatever you want to say. It is good that if we can open our camera, but then later, I guess, if you need to ask question, you may want to ask, open the camera and ask. Yeah. So okay, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Now it is so good to see all of you again, yeah, because I am now already retired from the university, but still teaching actually. But I'm teaching foundation students dekat IIM Academy. I've been teaching because, you know, being a lecturer, you cannot be sitting around without doing anything. So that is why I took up teaching students. We just have this morning examination will be completed the whole semester. So I'll be sharing a little bit with what I have done for my assignment pula, PowerPoint presentation so that you can see it. Boleh nampak saya punya screen ke, everybody?
Boleh, Doktor.
Boleh, okay. I'm going straight to the FYP presentation. Okay, right. So what we're going to do now is actually explaining to all of you final year project only for semester 2, 24-25, and then it is on Friday, mashallah, 25 of already October, and also 22nd of we call it as the month of the 4th month, Rabi' Athani, 22nd today, 1446. So what are we going to share with all of you is actually what are the content. Content will be talking about FYP 1 and also what is this all about for FYP 1, choosing the topic, and then cover the research gap and relevant to make the topic relevant to current situation. Now this is for FYP 1. Then for FYP 2 is actually concentrating on your literature review. Finalize your literature review, analyze the review to answer your research question, and also what are the recommendations. Ensure that your title that you have discussed with your supervisor should be relevant to today's context. Yeah. So this is the part that I would like to share with all of you. Now go straight to the point. Now I'm going to because I'm not going to refer to the text given by the kuliah or whatnot. So I'll just go straight to for FYP 1. Yeah. So these are the straight away choosing the topic. So how do you go about in choosing the topic? Yeah. And then how can it be? You should be ensuring that it cover the research gap. Nah, apa benda research gap tu? And also how do you make it relevant to the current situation? So having said that, when the Munir was asking me, should I use the term workshop? It's actually not a workshop. It's a brief explanation. But later on, if you decided to do on a specific, okay, how do we choose the topic and how to cover the research gap and how I can make a small, short discussion with all of you. But as of now, I could not be covering all within 1 hour 45 minutes. Tak sempat, ya. Tapi tak apa. Now to get discuss this with your supervisor, ya. I'm sure everybody has already been allocated with your supervisor, kan? Semua dah ada ke?
Dah ada,
Yes,
Doktor.
Doctor.
Oh, Alhamdulillah. Good. So now what you need to do, in fact, there are many platform for all of you to do, to check. Ya. Macam mana nak buat, nak pilih topik, no problem. Ya. Tapi the best as of now, the easiest one adalah by searching, type Google Scholar. Macam saya tunjuk, which I am now showing to all of you on the screen itself. Type Google Scholar. So what next? Selepas ini, so this is what Google Scholar lah. When you type Google Scholar, it appears like this. So there is a article, nampak tu, di situ articles and case law. Yeah? You click on the article and then you type whatever. Yeah? Okay. Lepas tu apa keluar? Let's say for example, I just looking something on the topic like the menace of the LGBTQ. Yeah? Cuba tengok how many thousand dia punya references. Can somebody respond here? Berapa ribu? It is in the circle itself, 7,230, meaning there are so many titles on LGBTQ. The menace, the problem. You click it, you can see lah, yeah. So now, how do you want to cover the research gap? Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Ya. Kita pergi ke next slide. So, apa benda research gap tu? Ya. Now, research gap ini adalah is a specific area within a field of study that remains unexplored or underexplored. LGBTQ ni dah banyak dah, sampai 7,000 kot. Ya. The menace, mana the problem. So, identifying a research gap involve recognizing where existing research is lacking or where there are unanswered questions that could provide opportunities for further investigation. Rasa-rasanya boleh ke? Let's see. Then, understanding research gap is crucial for advancing knowledge as it helps scholars and researchers focus their effort on areas that can contribute significantly to their field. So, maksudnya this research gap ni clear lah, ya? Okay, now we move on, tengok macam mana you want to put in context, because LGBTQ tadi sudah ada 7,200. So how do you want to put in context? Now I'm just giving you some titles that your previous seniors have already answered. Saya bagi contoh. Ni title dia lah, tengok ya. And sama ada you refer to books atau refer to any title. Tengok ya. An analysis of Stephen Covey and Pahrul Muhammad Joy's idea on 7 habits of highly effective people in the context of Ulu Al-Albab. Maksudnya put in context of Ulu Al-Albab. So macam LGBTQ tadi, you nak letak macam mana put in context in the sense that, pernah dengar tak the term ma'ishatan dongka? Anybody who would like to respond? Ma'ishatan dongka? Ada siapa-siapa di sini?
Benar, Doktor.
Surah apa itu? Ayat apa itu? Put in context. Kalau tak jumpa lagi tak apa, sekejap lagi bagi tahu saya ya. So maksudnya LGBTQ, the menace of LGBTQ in the context of Quranic verse apa? Dan surah-surah apa? Ma'isyatan Tongka. Will be very interesting. Okay. Satu lagi contoh. Music and entertainment, a study of verse 6 of Surah Luqman in the context of Goha Mushtaq, the music made me do it. Now this friend of yours ni, your senior, dia study what is research music, music and entertainment. Lepas tu dia study lah pula verse 6 of surah Luqman in the context of apa mufassirun cakap tentang surah Luqman. Lepas tu apa the content of Goha Mushtaq punya buku ni, dia sebut kan the music made me do it. Apa content dia? Is it in line tak dengan surah Luqman, or is it in line tak? Ini further reading lah dengan Al-Ghazali on music. Very interesting. Yeah, she scored A for this. And then another sample, an analysis of adab oriented tadbir in the context of Malaysia Madani. If you want to do, silakan. Adab oriented tadbir ni is a name of a book, tapi dia compare dengan Malaysia Madani. So maksudnya anything that you have chosen, make it a context sekarang, so that it is worthwhile, so that it's easy for all of us to see, oh tengok ini ya. So janganlah ambil orang lain dah buat berpuluh-puluh ratus kali, tiba-tiba you nak buat lagi. What? Tak ada macam tak ada, you could not put in context. This is what I mean putting a title in context. Selalunya to make it easy, tengoklah newspaper cutting ke, you can always refer to any books, yeah, you can discuss with your supervisor, or you can take Quranic verses, or you can take hadith. Put in context. That would be very interesting. Okay, saya go to the straight point after this. Now, what next? Selepas you dah buat tu semua, start with your research questions and research objective. Start. Apa benda you nak buat sebenarnya? So in this context, macam soalan, the title dah sini, apa soalan dia? Apa research dia? Remember, for undergraduate, like you people, only 3 research question. Untuk masters 4 research question. Untuk PhD 5 research question. But in your case only 3. So, kalau di sini, as I can straight away say, sebenarnya I have the sample of this. Nanti saya show to all of you. Apa research question dia. Okay, ni dia. Tapi ingat ya, while the content of your discussion must have this. Maksudnya, mesti ada introduction, guideline kita lah untuk FYP 1 ya. Mesti ada introduction, mesti ada problem statement, mesti ada significance of the study. You have to have research question, research objective, methodology, conceptual framework ni terserah. If your supervisor said no need lah. But for me, I will ask. Sebab yang inilah yang differentiate us ataupun affirm us the strength of IIUM student Usuluddin. Kalau you tak buat pun terserah, tapi I love to have my students to do it. Then literature review. Untuk first FYP 1, these are the things that you need to do. Yeah, introduction semua sampai 1 sampai 8 ini. Right? Okay. Then what next? Okay, saya tunjuk contoh lah ya. So I give you a sample so that you will not ni. Okay. Saya pergi ke mana tadi? Where is it? Presentation. This one. Okay. This is the ni apa? Course outline untuk FYP 1. Sorry ya. Saya patutnya tunjuk tadi ya. Tapi tak apa. I can show with all of you. This is the course outline, final year project 1, RK4 ni lah ya. Dia ada sini. Ya. So di synopsis dia ada, you have to sit for your research method dulu, kemudian you can go lah for this Quranic kalau ada lah, if any. So these are the presentation lah, tengok ya. Introduction berapa, literature review berapa, method, conclusion, language. These are the calculation that they have. Kemudian followed by ni lah ya, the content. Itu sahaja. Ya. Briefing. This is what briefing that I'm giving to all of you lah. Then statement of problem, start mula. Ini dia punya untuk FYP 1. Okay. Untuk FYP 2 pula sekejap lagi lah ya. But I want to share with all of you yang sample of research question with ini siapa? Ini related to ini apa? Music and entertainment, a study of verse. Ini apa dia buat RQ dia? RQ dia apa? I share with all of you ya, the RQ dia. Ni problem statement dia. Yang ini significant dia. Now research question. Tengok research question. The study goal semua nampak ya? Everybody can see? Hello?
Nampak.
Tengok ya, I make it bigger. Tengok. Here it says, ada 3 sahaja. Tengok. What is the interpretation of verse 6 of surah Luqman according to the Mufassirun? Mufassirun tu kalau boleh ambillah 6 ataupun 10 mufassir, ya, tafsir-tafsir. So, tapi for your literature review tu menjawab soalan ini. Lepas tu pula, what is the content of Gohar Mushtaq in his book The Music Made Me Do It? Lepas tu, is the content of music made me do it itu is in line dengan verse ini atau tidak? Itu dia punya question lah. Ya. Kalau research question objektif pula, to understand the interpretation of verse 6 of surah Luqman according to Mufassirun, semua ingat ikut macam ni ya, because dia kena to ya, to understand, to analyze, to clarify the relevance of, tengok mesti ada relevance tak music tadi dengan the teaching of the Quran. Yes, selalu kita nak make sure how do you make the teaching of the Quran relevant in our today's context. Lepas tu dia buatlah methodology of research itu, cuba tengok ya. Just to share with all of you a little bit. Ini conceptual framework dia. Tengok, pendek saja. The researcher used qualitative methods to complete the study. Among them are authorized book, tafsir, bla 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 bla. Lepas tu, then but furthermore, the researcher referred to a book titled The Music Made Me Do It by Golha Mushtaq, which discusses music in terms of Islamic law. This book is also an essential reference for relating to the topic of music and entertainment. Not only that, but other references such as website. Cuma this writer ni dia terlupa nak buat, she has make an interview sebenarnya, tapi she does not put it here. Tak kena ya. So that is why it is good all of you, if you have decided to have library research combine dengan interview 4 orang je ya, tak perlu ramai-ramai ya. Kalau you nak buat questionnaire, nak valid 400. So jadi sempat ke? Kalau sempat, alhamdulillah. Kalau tak sempat, I would rather you go for interview. Interview pula soalan dia 10 soalan saja. Lepas tu buatlah dia punya proses dia ya. Okay. After that, dia buat conceptual framework. Ni dia punya arrow dia ya. Sorry. Itulah kalau I can share with all of you lah. Ni dia. Music, dia punya entertainment, lepas tu surah dia itu mana cerita tentang RQ1, RQ2, RQ3, what is the outcome. So this is for music. Okay, another one which is ni contoh lagi. Yang ini RQ untuk apa ya? Ni an analysis of Stephen Covey and Pahrul. Ini comparative of 2 books ya. Tapi dalam konteks of Ulu Al-Albab ya. Very interesting. And again this student dapat A lah ya for this ya. So kita tengok RQ dia. Ini problem statement dia. And then this is significance. Tengok research dia. What is the 7 effective ways to a change according to Stephen Covey and Pahrul Maqjoy. Pahrul Maqjoy has a book, a book, and also Stephen Covey pun has his book. So what is the differences between the 2 authors, and is there any connection with Ulul Al-Albab? Straight away they both Ulul Albab. And then what is the relevance of the habits towards developing ulul albab? Itu question lah. And then for objective, to understand, again I was saying earlier on, semua mula dengan two untuk research objective. To understand the 7 effective ways to change according to Stephen and Pahrul Muhammad Joy, to explain the differences between the two authors and its connection dengan ulul albab, and also to determine the relevancy. Tengok, mesti ada relevant. Kaif narbut bil waqi', yani you tie it dengan keadaan semasa, to determine the relevancy of the habits with developing ulul albab. So tengok selepas ini literature review lah. Okay, one more that I would like to share with all of you is this one. Yang saya bagi 3 topik tadi kan. Tengok because I was an analysis of adab oriented pula. Tengok Rkud dia macam mana. Very interesting. This lady punya idea. Okay, research this terus buat research dengan So the study seeks to answer the following questions. What are the contents of the book Governance Adab Oriented Tadbir in Islam? 1. Terus what is Malaysia Madani and its characteristic of script? Script tu apa? Is the book written on this Madani lah. And is the book good governance relevance for concept of Malaysia Madani? Maksudnya buku yang pertama macam mana you want to write down the question, it depends on the topic itself. Kalau topik dia mula dengan buku, then this is the question lah. Kalau dia mula dengan ayat Quran macam our sister tadi, mufassirun lah. So research objective lah, to summarize the chapter, to identify and then to analyze the similarities and differences between content of book tadi dengan konsep dalam skrip tadi. So this is how lah you all do it for your paper. Okay. So that is for untuk apa? Untuk FYP 1. FYP 1 ni dia buat hanya untuk introduction sehingga ini sahaja, literature review sahaja. Literature review itu menjawab soalan, the question that you have posted earlier. Question 1, question 2, question 3. That is for literature review. Okay, we move on to second one. Selepas ni apa? Findings and analysis untuk FYP 2 lah Now FYP 2 pula, the focus is more on findings. What do you do actually? First and foremost, you may want to discuss again with your supervisor. The literature review itu, it should be answering your question. And now what next? Ni your analysis lah. Okay, I'll be using my saya tutup dulu yang ni. Saya pergi kepada my other apa orang kata article. Finding this one I have already shared with all of you earlier on lah. Those who have taken RM with me, research method. So what actually that you want to write in the finding tadi? How to write actually? Focus, finding and discussion. Pertamanya, because this section is the most important part of your research paper. Your FYP 1 tu sangat penting. What to do? To think critically about the issue chosen. Kalau you dah pilih tadi Malaysia Madani ke, music ke, hadis ke, Quran ke, bring forward. Okay? And then to develop the creative solution to problem based on the finding. Apa? Selepas you dah answer, you have found your literature review that you have answered all the details. So sekarang ni apa you nak extract? Extract is affirming, answering in a short form to answer the question number 1. Question number 2. Question number 3. Question 1 to 3 lah. Lepas tu buat you punya recommendation. To formulate a deeper, more profound understanding. Okay, then apa yang kena buat ni? Pertama, begin briefly by restating your research problem. Sebab itulah nak jawab kan. So research ni, restating your research problem In brief lah, janganlah repeat balik. Do not rewrite atau dengan tu. And answering all research question. Nampak? 1, 2, 3 tadi. And then what next? Lepas itu link your finding tadi from literature review that answered the research question with the current situation. Contohnya kalau dia buat tadi, my student tadi, dia dah buat Quranic verse surah Luqman dengan music tadi. Dia pun buatlah, okay, it is actually the writer of the music tadi is actually in line with the teaching of the surah Luqman ayat 6. The evidence is that you can see in today's. For example, dia answer lah. You can evidence macam sekarang. Contohnya, this can be found in the song of M. Nasir, for example. Hud. Lagu Hud kan, ataupun apa lagi, Apokalipso ke apa ke. So makna the music, the content, the lyrics semua is in line dengan surah Al-Luqman ayat surah Luqman ayat 6 example. Ataupun in newspaper cutting ke, that the music, Islamic music, for example, siapa yang duk menyanyi sekarang ni yang famous, the current one that I listened yesterday. So apa, jangan risau ke, the new singer, makna the lyric itu sangat mengajak inclined toward the teaching of the Quran itself. Because la tayasu min rahmatillah ataupun la tayasu min rauhillah. So which is what surah Luqman ayat 6 tadi is calling for. Then first mula-mula sekali state the answer, then the relevant findings, and then cite the work of others. Makna dia menjelaskan lagi lah link your finding tadi. Kemudian if appropriate, refer the reader to a figure or table to help enhance the interpretation of the data. Maksudnya, if you can have any statistic, any data that you can find, wallahil azim, will be very, very wonderful. Maknanya takkid lah you punya point tadi. So this is for the first. Next, the order of interpreting each major finding, RQ and RO2, should be in the same order as were described in the review of literature section. Contohnya, kalau you have already found section RQ1, contohlah RQ1, you have explained the definition of katalah 10 mufassirun. So you analyze based from the reading of this mufassirun's punya interpretation, it is found that tafsir Hamka, contoh tafsir Hamka, tafsir Ibn Katsir and tafsir Quraish Shihab point towards what? Towards that music, so and so. They have a similar idea. However, according to tafsir apa? Tafsir Az-Zamakhsyari, being a historian, ataupun tafsir At-Tabari, being a historian, they focus more on historical perspective. Similarly, Maududi in his Tarjuman Al-Quran also interpreted the same historical anecdotes that music is not so and so. Okay, lepas tu apa lagi? And then interestingly, based on the above tafsir, it is observed that the authors will always show ataupun discuss the milieu that they are living, they are coming from. For example, Tafsir As-Sa'di, Tafsir As-Sa'di, Abdul Rahman As-Sa'di, came from Saudi. The milieu of the discussion atau the environment ataupun culture is more of Arab punya culture. Sama juga dengan Ibn Katsir comes from Yaman, makna Syria, also focus on the Syria punya environment, the cultural content. As for Hamka, Tafsir Al-Azhar, now he is talking on the cultural aspect of people coming from Nusantara, meaning Asia Tenggara, Southeast Asia punya culture lah. So this is where your your differences of opinion. Okay, music according to Azhar macam ni, music according to Zamakhsyari macam ni. I mean, you can write down. So this is what we mean by the order of interpreting each major itu should be in the same order, according to what you have done in your literature review. Okay, now we move on to the next one. Apa lagi organisation dia? Explain the meaning of the finding and why they are important. So you have found it. Kenapa music is so important today? Sebab kalau it's not being guided, it will influence our teenager. It will influence our society. Because why? Black metal music, apa outcome dia? Kalau semua music, macam mana outcome dia? So that is why I say explain the meaning, yeah. And then adakah the author dalam buku itu also say the same thing? Tengok, systematically explain the meaning of the finding and why they are important. Lepas tu, the discussion section should relate the finding to those of other studies. Mana connect lah dengan other people punya writing. Bukan saja related to Quran, bukan saja related to the author tadi. You may want to find other write-up. Tapi very brief lah. Kita bukan nak another literature. No. One or two paragraph dah cukup. Okay, which strengthens the importance of our study results and they point out how our study differ from other similar study. Maksudnya, people have been writing on music so much, yang ni, tetapi what is different because you are referring to the hadith ataupun Quran, surah surah Luqman ayat 6, to explain the importance of music, and you are also referring to Mushtaq tadi, and it is actually to affirm that this book also is in line dengan Quranic verse. Therefore, you must refer to this book if you are writing on music. Okay, next. Apa lagi? Number 3, provide the deduction and recommendation to solve the problem. Kalau dah habis semua itu, mesti adalah recommendation dia. Apa you recommend dia? Oh, music is good. Kenapa? Relevant tak student? Yes, because anak-anak muda ni, semua they are so into music. What kind of music that you allow? It is mentioned, music for adults ataupun late teenager ni banyak. Tetapi for babies, for toddlers, for anak-anak standard primary school tu very little. Islamic song sangat kurang. So jadi what kind of lyric, what kind of music, what kind of music that you want to expose to your youngsters, but they are going to be your leader tomorrow tau. If that kind of yang melengok lentok yang ataupun black metal that does not benefit people punya mindset, buat apa? So this is where provide deduction. And then for example describing lesson learned, apa you dapat daripada the reading that you have done. Proposing recommendation that can help improve a situation or recommending best practices. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, make suggestion for further research. Okay, itu number 3. Number 4, conclusion ni. Masa untuk yang ni tak banyak, tetapi very sharp and very, very sharp and very focused. Organisation ni pula writing conclusion. In the conclusion, the strength of the main argument and the important evidence supporting those arguments must be forwarded. Kena ada. Make sure, however, that the conclusion is not simply repetitive. Jangan ada ulang balik summary of the finding, because why? This reduces the impact of the arguments developed in the write-up. Kalau ada statistik, kalau ada newspaper cutting, the pictures, letakkan. Put it, ambil snap, because more pictures to strengthen your evidence, that will be very good. Saya kalau itu, that is what I'm looking for. Okay, so itulah. Okay, finally, technicalities, itu saya ingat kan, for find FYP 1, FYP 2, tolong my dear, tolong jaga language. You have to look for your grammar, spelling, spelling uppercase, lowercase. Muslim tu ditulis huruf kecil M, lowercase, Islam lowercase, jangan, tolong Footnotes for IRK student IRK student, Usuluddin, kita are referring to Chicago citation, bukan APA. Tolong please do not mix APA citation dengan Chicago. Kalau guna Chicago, Chicago saja. Jangan mix up Kalau guna tapi since I said we don't use APA citation, tapi kita guna Chicago. Ingat And then references 30 and above. How? You tanya, madam macam mana dapat 30? Remember just now LGBTQ tadi? Tengok 7,200. So definitely you can use that as your references. 30 senang sangat saya nak buat. Alright? Okay. Then itu sajalah. I have given you the example just now. Our sister tadi, the one that kalau nak tengok juga boleh sajalah. No hal. Saya pergi kepada sini, tengok macam mana dia literature review dia, tengok Ini for apa ni lah, ni dia punya citation, tengok letak macam mana dia punya Chicago citation. Mesti ada footnote dia. Okay, tengok ni Look at that, dia punya transliteration jaga. Tengok how do you write the Quran, how do you write the adab, how do you write the adil, tengok. Lepas tu tengok ni macam mana citation from journal, macam mana citation from book, kita tengok this is from book Zaidi Ismail, adab oriented tabir tu. Okay, kita pergi kepada dia punya references kat belakang. Ini references dia. Tengok macam mana nak buat ni. Tengok. The dented, yang bawahnya dented ke bawah. Nampak? So tolong jangan copy, jangan buat capital letter macam ni. Tak betul ni, salah ni. It should be all sepatutnya, so lowercase in the content jangan buat macam ni. This is wrong. Okay, this is again sama, jangan buat macam ni. Kalau journal you should be italicized, jangan buat a big capital letter macam tu. No, this is incorrect. Okay. So this is how lah kita buat. So this the author ni tulis banyak, memang banyak lah reference case. I go to another sample literature review. She has done this literature review. Tengok berapa untuk ni, tengok habit 1 dia, sebab dia tulis 7 habit kan. So I make it bigger so that you can see better. Tunjuk sampel senang Okay. Tengok macam mana citation dia dalam untuk Chicago punya citation. Okay. We go down lagi, tengok dia punya references dia berapa. Tengok recommendation mana dia. Saya nak tunjuk bahagian paling bawah ni tengok dia punya apa ni, references ni, conclusion dia. Di dalam conclusion ini dia letaknya recommendation. These are all her references. So itulah sampelnya. So another one yang Madani ni tadi, mana satu lagi? Saya ada 3 tadi. This one. Cuba tengok dia punya tafsir Mir. Itulah dia buat dia punya mufassirun ni. Saya nak tunjuk dia punya references juga. Finding, discussion. So tengok you may want to do like this finding for FDA 1 tu apa? The discussion 1. Ya, use standard interpretation ada buat lah. Sebab dia discussion. Ya. Untuk FDA 2. Sebab this is again, I said just now, method dia tak masuk. Ya. So, okay, we go on to the next one. Good music. Ya. Cuba tengok. These are di ni lah, the discussion. You can see here, good music from Islamic view apa lah. Ni ada references dia. Okay. Kalau dia cited from online, ini cara dia macam mana nak buat. Dia punya itu. Okay. Tengok ini kalau dah ada online lah. See, because nowadays we have a lot of books written online. So jadi inilah kita download daripada online. So I guess that's about all lah kot ya. Kalau you need more clarification, I'm all ears. I am ready to explain to all of you. So I stop my sharing right now. So the floor is yours now, Muhammad Amar. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Doctor, for the very informative session. So now we have arrived to the Q&A slot. So if the audience have any questions to be raised, you may ask your questions. Fadal.
We have 30 people all now. Ada soalan or anything that you need further. For the apa orang kata, the PowerPoint I can share. I can give it to siapa dekat sini Muhammad Ammar ke. I can also give to Munir ya. I can give it to him so he can share with all of you lah. Take note once you have already developed your topic, immediately go and see your supervisor. Meeting with supervisor untuk satu semester sekurang minimum is 6 kali. Jangan tak datang, tak jumpa langsung ya. You must visit your supervisor. Kalau boleh weekly always make an appointment. Jumpa dia, jangan segan, jangan malu, because it is his or her responsibility. Kalau tak buat, kalau kita tidak, you'll be in the state of loss lah, because he or she will be guiding you. How do you go about? Based on the research question, based on the problem statement that you intend to do. Itu ingat ya. Sama juga untuk FYP2, sama minimum 6 times that you sebenarnya 6 times ni semua ini diberi markah sebenarnya. Marks are given. So do not forget. Rugi kalau kita tak tak make an effort to go and visit our supervisor. Yes, anything else that you want me to clarify further? So jadi macam mana nak dapat topik yang masih blur lagi? Senang saja. As I have said, one of an example, go to Google Scholar ataupun just type, pergi kat Google tu, type kalau you nak buat ethical issue atau fake issue atau religious issue, type saja issues related to topics on issue related to religious mockery, contoh. Dia akan keluar macam-macam. Some article issues, beratus-ratus topik. Ambil lah, so develop and then check balik dengan guna your Google Scholar tu. How many people has been doing on that, and you can see kalau and then how do you want to cover the research gap lah, sebab we do not want to repeat what others have done. So letaklah dalam konteks apa? Konteks ayat Quran ke, konteks of hadith ke, or any books ke, or whatever. And you can always call visit your supervisor. Jangan segan, jangan malu, because it is their responsibility to assist you. Yes, anything? Macam faham?
Assalamualaikum, Doctor. I have a question.
Yes, who is it?
My name is Ain Khadijah.
Hello, lama tak jumpa kot. Buka lah kamera.
Okay.
Awak tak pakai tudung ke?
No.
Yes, okay, go ahead.
So my question is that can you explain the correct way to write the Chicago citation, both in the footnotes and for the references?
Oh, you need a 2-hour session tu, because if you want to write in detail. Sebab citation in the body, in the text, dengan dengan apa nama footnote, dengan references is slightly different. But nowadays, yeah, Mandela pula. What is that?
Mendeley.
Mandela. Okay, Mandela can be of help to you. Cuma dia guna the latest punya. Saya takut there are some differences. Yeah? So discuss dulu dengan your lecturer. Dia nak apa? What he or he wants. Is it the latest one ataupun version 18? Kalau version 18 itu free. Kalau version yang currentnya 23 ke sekarang, will be very very pricey. So tengoklah macam mana. Now if you want to for footnote, you nak retrieve ya. Retrieve from newspaper, dia ada cara dia. If you want to retrieve from website, dia ada cara dia. Ya. Yeah? Dia ada bracket dia dah tahu dia itulah one session dia kena tunjuk macam ni. Kalau sembang macam ni saja, saya rasa it is not I'm not doing justice to the Kate Turabian lah, because she's the one yang introduce this Chicago citation. Boleh?
Boleh, Doktor. Thank you.
Kalau ada another session, I'm ready to assist all of you. Macam mana nak buat transliteration, macam mana nak buat Chicago citation, I'm ready. Okay, saya dah tak mengajar, saya full time, saya part time saja, so I'm free. Yeah. Alright. Anything else? Clear ke? If you need anything else?
No, Doktor. Clear.
Okay, alright. Okay. Lain-lain? Anybody? Ingat ya, transliteration adalah yang paling penting, is most important in academic writing, because this is the one that differentiate you from other people. Orang lain tak ada pernah buat benda yang ni, tapi you are the one yang transliterate, maksudnya portray the right usage of the Quranic verses, portray the right hadith of the Prophet dalam your writing. Ya, kalau tak portray tu rasa macam apa ya, tak lengkap lah ya. Dia ada specific one. We are not referring to the kadang-kadang tafsir kita tengok tafsir tafsir TAFSEER. Yang tu saya cukup pedih mata saya tengok, because this is not the correct way of doing it. Kita ada TAF, S, I itu macaron, R. Itu baru betul. Italic. Yeah? Italicize the term tafsir, because any terms that come that you have used which is not an Arabic punya, therefore which is not an English term, you kena italicize. Sama juga dalam bahasa Melayu. Bahasa Melayu tak payah transliterate lah, sebab bahasa Melayu tu kita ambil daripada bahasa Melayu. When you are writing in English, you italicize saja. Yeah. So yes, anything from the floor? Kita tak tahu nak tanya apa malam ni. Kita dah tahu.
Doktor.
Yes.
Saya ada soalan.
Yeah, please.
Saya dah lupa kena buat apa untuk literature review. Boleh Doktor explain sikit?
Wah, literature review kan saya dah cakap. Menjawab soalan yang you tanya. You have 3 question kan? So, literature review tu, for each question, carilah 10 references. Yeah? Say for example, in the case of, tadi kan title yang saya bagi contoh, is that to search for mufassir ayat surah apa tadi, surah Luqman ayat 6, cari 10 tafsir. Sudah cukuplah requirement untuk literature review menjawab soalan yang pertama. Soalan yang kedua pula, dia buat apa, what is the content of the book written by Mushtaq ya. So dia pun explain lah the content of the book, the summary. Lepas tu, ada tak articles that has written on this book? Ada tak articles that speak about Islamic studies that relates dengan music? Ada tak articles or books, other books that mention about this? Mana 10 references lah. Yeah. And then so bila you dah dapat question 1 and question 2 ready, and then you can go relevant tak? Okay, ayat so and so is relevant. What is the proof? Cari another 10 references. Katakanlah you could not do relevance tu tak banyak articles, 4 or 5 saja, tak apa. Tambah yang untuk soalan 1 dan soalan 2. Maybe it can be 13 untuk RQ1, 13 untuk RQ2, dah 26. So less 4 sajalah untuk RQ3. Ya. Lepas tu buatlah analisis tadi yang saya dah tunjuk tadi, finding tadi. Ya. So am I answering your question, Ahmad?
Yes, Doctor. Thank you.
Briefly, tapi kalau nak another session for me to explain literature review, boleh je. I'm ready to explain. Yeah. Yes, transliteration pun session yang lain. Apa lagi? Macam tadi Ain tanya tadi, Ain Khadijah was asking on this Chicago citation. Again, itu satu-satu session lah. That is what we call it as workshop. Macam sekarang ni briefing saja. What is all about. Ya, tapi the details itu feel free lah. Tak payah bayar pun. Free sahaja. Amalan saya untuk ke sana. Okay? Yes. Anything else?
Doctor, I have question.
Yeah, who is that?
My name is Mardiana.
Mardiana.
Sorry, I cannot open the camera.
Kedekutnya. Saya tak
Sorry, Doctor. Alright. For my question, I want to ask about just now about the literature review. So my definition for me, for chapter 2 will be definition 2.1. So the definition should be limited to that particular article review that I found, or limitless.
I don't understand your question.
I mean definition.
Literature review. Okay, literature review question 1 apa?
What is the meaning? What is the meaning of moderation for my topic?
Itu saja?
No, panjang. What is the meaning of moderation and religious fanaticism? I mean the concept the concept, also the consequence of religious fanaticism.
Siapa supervisor you? Dah discuss ke?
Dah.
And the person agreed with that topic yang panjang lebar tu? Sekali lagi ulang, moderation?
My topic, moderation and religious fanaticism in Al-Ghazali's works.
In Al-Ghazali, that is a complete title. In Al-Ghazali's work on?
Philosophical analysis. I mean, the works is...
Buku apa?
Tak ada spesifik.
Can you be specific? It's easy. Kalau tidak jenuh you nak kayuh buku dia. Puluh-puluh buku tu. Fokus satu buku saja. Boleh. Take one book. Tahafut falasifah. Because saya tak pasti what actually that your fanatism.
For now, I refer to Faisal Tafriqah. It's for fanaticism. And for moderation, I refer to Iqtisad fi I'tiqad.
Okay, good. Mana you focus 2 books tadi. Senang.
Yes.
Now, what is your RQ1?
Actually, it's about definition on moderation and religious fanaticism.
Okay, itu number 1. Number 2? What is the content of Al-Ghazali lah? Al-Ghazali's punya
yes.
dua topik tu.
Yes.
Apa beza ni 10 references. And number 3?
The philosophical analysis.
Analisis apa you nak buat?
Philosophically.
You nak apa? You nak buat apa sebenarnya? Saya pun dah jadi keliru. Why philosophy? Tadi dah 1 dah definition. Number 2 dah concept. Lepas tu number 3 apa? Buatlah.
Sorry, Doctor. The second question about the philosophical base. And then the third question about relevant.
Relevant. Relevant.
Al-Ghazali's ideas about the moderation and avoiding religious fanaticism.
Oh, relevant. Yeah, okay. Number
Yeah.
2, soalan apa?
Philosophical base.
What do you mean by that?
I think I want to apply the idea of Al-Ghazali or epistemologically. Epistemology.
Di mana?
Di mana maksudnya?
You nak apply kata?
Oh, dalam society.
The first one is the meaning. Okay, what you need to do is the meaning of apa benda itu. Moderation and fanaticism, number 2. Number 2 is content of the 2 books. Number 3, relevant baru boleh. Nampak tak? Baru clear dia punya flow. Kalau
Alright, nampak?
philosophical nak epistemol, ya Allah, kenapalah menyakitkan kepala. Straight away, that is why if I can see the topic clearly and I can share with you RQ 1, 2, RQ 2. Ni kalau macam ni on air macam ni agak difficult, tapi tak apa. Then you first focus on the definition dulu.
Right.
Cari 10 mana sources, and then untuk yang kedua adalah the content of the book. 5 books on the apa tafriqah tadi, and another is apa? Buku apa?
Iqtisad fi intiqad.
Iqtisad ya. Yang itu, so 5 buku, 5 references. Yang mana jadi 10 lah. Kemudian tengok masa and then number 3 is these 2 books relevant tak nak solve the issue of
religious fanaticism tadi.
Ya.
Alright.
To combat ke apa. That will be more wonderful.
Alright, Doctor.
Tak contoh macam you nak buat analisis nantilah, ada tak evidences yang why do we need to have this moderation? Kenapa tak nak religious fanatism? Religious fanatism sampai sekarang lah yang Israel tu duk serang Gaza tu semalam, Bukit Gaza, Jabal tu, la ilaha illallah, unbelievable. Macam mana dia sanggup menyangkut, sebab apa? Fanatik lah tu. Itu outcome that you can see right before your eye. And then US duduk sambut, saya sakit hati bila cakap benda ni panas tapi tak apa lah. Just to share I feel the importance of your topic. Al-Ghazali dah cerita beberapa ratus-ratus tahun dahulu, and you can see today right before your eyes. Kalau kita tak control, this is what happened. Bukan Israel, di sini juga di Malaysia yang nyonya-nyonya yang jadi DAP tu macam-macam lah kan, kan dekat India macam ni. Itulah, that's the point lah. Why is your topic so relevant, right? Alright.
So Doctor, the literature review, 10 literature review for my first question, right?
Yes, 10, 30 semua.
Okay, so for my explanation on definition will be related to this 10 article review.
Yeah. Review.
Yeah, alright.
Is actually moderation is all about. Satu lagi apa? Kata religious fanatism.
Yes.
So define lah. How Arabic word say, bahasa Melayu cakap apa. Boleh? Newspaper. Oh, hari ni apa people talking of negativity, apa ikut suka you lah. Yeah. So you can kamus pun boleh. Yeah.
Okay, Doctor. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So ada lagi from the floor? Anything from the floor? Kalau tak ada, kita bye-bye je.
Doktor, satu soalan. Kan kalau typical student akan minat student comparative religion and philosophy kan?
Ya.
So kalau diorang ada these 3 minat, macam mana nak pilih satu lah untuk tajuk?
It's up to you. You nak buat on comparative religion ke? You nak buat mana ke? Biarlah something in the area of your interest. Kalau you buat something which is not your inclination and your supervisor paksa you buat yang tu, parah. Jadi macam you tak ada motivation nak siapkan benda tu. Ya, terserahlah kalau you buat comparative religion, silakan, but make sure relevan tak topik itu sekarang. Jangan lupa benda tu. Sebab jangan share benda yang sama on do something that others have done. Yeah? Okay, Aman?
Okay, thank you, Dr.
Alright. Ada lagi?
Doktor.
Yes, please. Siapa? Amir.
Tentang tajuk topik
Siapa?
juga.
Lupa
Ya.
Kamera. Rosak juga.
Saya tak boleh buka sekarang. Saya kat luar.
Betul lah awak ni.
Tentang topik juga, is it wajib untuk related dengan usuluddin or comparative religion, or boleh jadi open tajuk?
Jadi sini open tapi baguslah related to your field of specialization. Kalau if you are in usuluddin, then go for usuluddinnya title. Nak pergi keluar in economic ke atau nak will be tough for you lah sebab you are not into that. Buat something that you of your area of your interest and history ke apa, history in Islam yang related lah dengan usuluddin or comparative religion. So bincanglah dulu dengan with your with your supervisor. Siapa supervisor? Tapi the easiest one adalah ambil buku ya. Ambil buku and then kupas relevan tak relevan. Say for example ni lah title sekarang apa yang orang nak buat sekarang ni, yang minat sekarang ni. AI kan? Artificial Intelligence, any Muslim perspective tak on this artificial intelligence? Tak banyak kan? So you may want to work on that. Cari satu buku and is it relevant tak dengan the thinking that the author has been writing, and then your recommendation, di mana kekurangan dia, di mana lebihnya, and what is your recommendation? You can do that also. Yeah. So again, subject to your supervisor punya agreement lah. Yeah. Kalau he or she agrees, ya Allah, buat. Do not waste time. Sekarang dah week ketiga dah kan? Masuk week ketiga. Kalau boleh ya, by minggu yang kelima, you dah siap dah you punya RQ. Once you dah siap RQ 1, 2, 3, introduction, problem statement, and tu semua dah easily done. Cuma sekarang ni nak perah otak, get the title, then start RQ. Now, if you need me to assist you, feel free to WhatsApp me. I am ready to assist all of you. Okay? Jangan segan. Okay? You segan, sesat jalan. Okay? Am I answering your question, Amir?
Okay, thank you, Dr. Yes.
Yeah, welcome. Yes, anything else? I saw Wan Alifah. How are you today, Wan Alifah? Wan Alifah? Ke ada ke tak ada ni? Very busy ke? Tak apalah, anybody else that you want to ask? Kalau tak ada, kita bye-bye je. Yes?
Doktor ada nasihat untuk kita?
Nasihat, plan your this topic sangat mudah nak score, mudah sangat nak dapat A, in fact. So jadi plan your ni lah, saya said tadi, week yang kelima dah settle dah, RQ, RO dah settle dah. Bila dah yang tu dah settle, you can immediately, as I said just now, statement of problem, lepas tu significance of the study, introduction, senang settle. Then week yang kelima, daripada week 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 itu adalah untuk you buat literature review. So plan week 6 tu dah start literature review. Jangan duk delay, kalau tidak you won't be able to complete it. What more if you have other subjects to deal with. So Amal berapa subjek lagi tengah duk buat sekarang ni?
Subjek apa?
Subjek apa selain daripada ni FYP 1?
Logic dengan contemporary issues.
3 saja.
Betul.
So it's okay lah. Tapi still you have to mana divide your time properly, because why, another subject pun, logic pun is not an easy topic to deal with. Dr. Mega ya.
Dr. Aiman.
Oh, Dr. Aiman. Ini contemporary Dr. Amali.
Dr. Amali, betul.
Okay. Tak apa. So this talk, as I said, pun perlu banyak pembacaan, pengiraan, logic, calculation. So now this jangan tinggalkan yang by week 6 start writing your literature review. Once you have your title ready, sekarang dah ada title dah, Aiman? Amar, sorry.
Belum lagi.
Oh, kena. Who's your supervisor?
Dr. Masdan.
Okay, good. You ask for it, So jadi tanya dia, sit down. Dia pun susah sibuk. So kena rajin bertanya, rajin contact dia, rajin message, So get things ready with your topic and then start writing your RQ. RQ ni bergantung kepada topik you. So if you need me to explain to you pun, I can always help all of you lah to write your RQ and RO. So once dah settle tu senang saja. You move on very fast. Yang paling berat ni sekarang ni untuk develop the topic and also what actually that you want to write, RQ dengan RO tadi. Once done, khalas. Datang kepada FYP tu will be very easy. Semua buat analisis saja sebab you dah everything is all on your fingertips. Okay, anything else?
Doctor?
Yes.
My name is Hilman. I have a question. Can I speak Malay?
Cakaplah.
Macam tadi, Brother Ahmad dia beritahu Usuluddin kan ada 3 cabang. Akidah, comparative religion dengan falsafah. Dan persoalan saya, adakah possible saya buat tajuk linkkan ketiga-tiga akidah ni untuk memfokuskan buktinya kewujudan Tuhan? Contoh.
Boleh?
Possible tak?
Capable. Do you have any specific book?
Saya cadang bukan specific book, semua saya fokus pada tokoh.
Who are the tokoh?
Macam Imam Ghazali, macam Islam, dari perspektif Islam Al-Kindi. Kalau dari segi barat, Thomas Aquinas. Dari segi saintifik, mungkin Einstein.
You nak buat apa sebenarnya?
Nak fokuskan pada nak membuktikan wujudnya Tuhan, macam tu lah.
What is the research gap that you want to cover?
I didn't research that. Yeah.
Apa yang gap you nak cover? Bukankah beratus-ratus dah orang dah buat on that?
Okay. Kena fikir balik.
Ataupun boleh juga you nak buat any concept dalam Al-Quran itself, macam saya dah sebut tadi, ma'isyatan dhanka, ataupun the term Allah yashtari al-mu'minin bi anfusihim wa bi amwalihim. Nah, yashtari tu beli apa sebenarnya? You may want to delve on that, then you can relate dengan kewujudan Allah Ta'ala. Not many people has done on that.
Okay.
Kita tengok konsepnya, Allah membeli, yashtari, mukmin tu. Sebab tu you can also refer to what is happening now dekat Gaza. Kenapa orang tu dah tahu bahaya, still dia tu sanggup nak jaga dia punya dignity as tanah air dia sampai mati-mati, sampai berdarah. But why? Sebab dia percaya dengan kewujudan Allah Ta'ala, percaya dengan janji Allah Ta'ala, percaya dengan kekuasaan Allah Ta'ala, so and so. Tengok baru-baru ini kan berlakunya hurricane dekat Florida, hurricane dekat mana itu? Taufan itu, So which is actually exactly the process bila kita baca Fir'aun, story about Fir'aun, Musa. Dia ada 7 ke 9 bala yang diturunkan ke atas orang-orang those who go against the teaching of Prophet Musa. One of which, tufan. Which is exactly what happens to these people dekat ni sebab they deny God. Sebab Prophet masa zaman Fir'aun dia kata ana rabbukumul a'la, dia mengaku Tuhan. Tadi sedangkan Prophet Musa kata satu Allah Ta'ala tu konsep tauhid. And sama juga dengan Gaza, Palestinian sekarang ni dia kena bom hari-hari. Tengok apa jadi dengan Amerika yang support Gaza tu. Kan Taufan okay, masa zaman Rasulullah, masa zaman Nabi Musa, Taufan, kutu, apa lagi, darah, katak, belalang, apa lagi saya tak ingat, 5 ke 9 semua, I've forgotten one. Sebab apa dia potong bersilang ya. So what I'm trying to say is that you can your conclusion tadi can do that sebab your interest is to combine the scientific, the philosophical, as well as the apa tadi Einstein apa you sebut tadi, to say that the presence of God is there. Itu you dalam you punya recommendation. Tapi what you are now focusing is looking at Ishtari, perkataan Ishtari. Dapat Himan?
Dapat. Thank you, Atas.
So sekarang dapat, nanti bila nak balik buat tak reti. Saya rasa macam tu. Tapi tak apa, we can always assist you. Kalau you perlu, WhatsApp saya saja, no problem. Yeah. Who is your professor, your supervisor?
Dr. Mazia binti Mustafa.
Oh, okay, may God bless you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, any more question? Ada lagi soalan?
Doctor, I
Yes.
have a question.
Yes.
Why did you say may Allah bless him? Because I'm also with Dr. Masia.
May Allah bless you too.
Oh,
May
no.
Allah bless you everybody. If you have question, you can always ask her. Kena rajin tanyalah. Yeah? Kena rajin message dia atau tinggal message kalau tak ada dekat. Sometimes she may not be answering your message. Lekat saja message dekat apa tu, kat dinding dia. And then snap sebagai bukti. Yeah? Itulah. That is my suggestion lah. Kalau nanti dia kata you did not attend apa-apa, ada bukti. Sebab tu saya kata mudah-mudahan Allah permudahkanlah. Yeah? May God bless you. Get my point?
Yes, Doctor. Yes, Doctor.
Okay. Hirman, get my point?
Dapat. Ada soalan juga, boleh?
Sure. What is that?
Kalau tak silap, kena letak juga dalam FYP 1 ataupun 2. Kalau tak silap, kena letak juga kekurangan dan kelebihan yang kita dapat reference kan?
Macam mana? Saya
Betul ke?
kurang jelas. Macam mana?
Maksudnya kita nyatakan kekurangan dan kelebihan yang kita rujuk reference. Contohnya yang kita rujuk artikel.
Of course. What are the strength? What are the weaknesses of the references that you referred to? Yes.
Betul. Lepas tu, yang tu kita letak pada literature review atau findings?
Literature review lah.
Okay.
This paper finding is that you dah kutip semua, ada 30 review tu. You buat you punya finding, okay, based on the whole, okay, sorry, you akan finding itu you akan jawab based on the 10 reviews that I have done to answer the question 1. It points apa? Katalah kalau you buat ayat tafsir you dah refer 10 tafsir. Kan saya dah cakap tadi, from the literature review based on the tafsir of Ibnu Kathir, siapa lagi? Tafsir Qurtubi, tafsir apa lagi? Said Qutub. The answer, they points to the same. These tiga tafsir ni point to the same concept. However, according to the tafsir of Hamka, he focuses on the current situation. Because tafsir Ibnu Kathir itu way back 500 years ago. whatever he has explained is actually during his time. Tetapi Hamka, the differences is that it's contemporary issue that Muslim of today are facing. You buat pembahagian analisis macam tu lah. The strength pun boleh juga. The strength is that dia masih lagi the other say for example tadi saya sebut Ibnu Katsir, Said Qutb and others point situation during that time. Tetapi the strength of Hamka is that he is discussing on the issue related to Asian countries and which is very relevant to the current phenomena. Contoh itu that is your analysis. Apa buktinya? Buktinya contoh kalau lah say for example somebody was talking on apa tadi moderation tadi. Tengok dia pun fokus on moderation. Apa contohnya? Being supported by siapa? Kamal Hassan also doing on moderation. Kenapa dia perlu sebab nak go against religious fanatism that has been found that is happening dekat Israel sekarang. Dia fanatik lah, dia nak hidup seorang ni, orang lain tak payah hidup. Dia nak Israel saja. Orang lain tak payah mati pun tak apa, bakar pun tak apa. Tengok kekejaman yang dia buat semalam dekat Jabaliyah. Saya sedih nak tengok macam mana people are still on the drip dibakar hidup-hidup. What kind of this? This is what happened masa zaman Firaun. Bakar hidup-hidup. Isteri sendiri pun terkena. What more? Itu masa Firaun lah. Asia, macam mana Firaun bunuh isteri dia sendiri sebab mengucap kalimah syahadah Allah Ta'ala. So this is where looking at your point dari your interest tadi, particularly Hilman tadi, interest of developing the nak takkid oneness of God, the presence of God. Itu you can use that actually. Betapalah zaman history repeats, zaman Musa dengan Firaun, zaman kita sekarang dengan Israel. Yahudi yang dulu ditindas, dia dah naik balik sekarang ni Netanyahu, semua orang dengar nak bunuh dia hidup-hidup. Itulah saya rasakan macam itulah. Yes, anything else that you want me to clarify further?
Right, thank you, Doctor.
Okay, welcome. Ada lagi? Besok ada kelas ke? Oh, ada kelas ni Koku ke apa whatever lah. Ada lagi ke?
Tak ada, dah habis.
Oh, dah habis dah semua. Masya Allah. Pelatihan tentera pun dah tak ada dah ya? Habis dah semua. Dah habis semua ya? Okay. So anything else? Janganlah membisu. Janganlah diam membisu. Dah 25 orang lah tinggal. Tadi daripada 30 keluar dah. So please, anything else? Amar? Ada tak kawan-kawan nak tanya apa-apa? Kalau tak ada apa-apa, kita ucap salam lah kot.
Okay. So now we are at the end of this meeting. So before ending this meeting, I want to ask all brothers and sisters to open your camera for a short photography session.
Yes, please.
Okay, please welcome everyone.
Dia nak ambil gambar. Dia orang malulah, Amar. Besok nak kerja malu-malu macam ni payahlah. I'm looking at all the smiling faces ya. Lama tak jumpa ya. So Hilman, Ain Khadijah, Amir Rushdi, Nur Hakim, Hadi Zul, siapa lagi? Ku Aisyah ni lama tak nampak ya. Wan Alifah pun sama. Oh, Mak Rishad, how are you today? Dah siap ke topik?
Saya FYP je.
Siapa supervisor?
Ismail. Ismail.
Dr. Aiman?
Ismail.
Oh, Ismail. Okay, good. Siapa yang lagi? Adiba. Siapa lagi? Quratul Ain buka le. Husniyati. Siapa ni? Muhammad Khalil ni, Ashram. Cepatlah, kawan kita nak ambil gambar ni. Puan Alifah. Farah Nabiha, how are you today?
Alhamdulillah, fine doktor.
Okay. Ni siapa ni? Adibah ni, Mazidatul Akmal. Cepat le, orang nak menunggu ni. Semua dah dinner ke ni? Ke belum? Fatimah dah keluar dah. Adibah dah keluar dah. Semua left already, tinggal 14 je lah. Wala. What happened tu? Muhammad Aman ni pun tak ada. Muhammad Aman pun leave dah ke? Ke apa ke?
Dia problem. Dia masuk balik.
Dia masuk balik. Dia keluar, dia masuk balik. Ya. Tinggal 14 orang je.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, done.
Sekejap one more. Sekejap. Okay, freestyle.
So,
Satu.
is it? Nanti saya pesan ya, whatever is it, kalau perlu you need my advice, feel free, jangan segan-segan to WhatsApp me. I'm ready to assist all of you. Okay?
InsyaAllah. Okay. Freestyle 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you everyone.
It's okay?
Okay.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum. Thank you, Doctor.
Assalam. Thank you, doktor.
Thank you so much, Doctor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Doktor.
You're welcome.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.